Good morning. How are we today? Welcome, Becca, Goats, all those who are out there. I see we had some drop frames due to network. I hope that was a little blip and not something a little bit more serious, because we all know that my Sunday streams and the internet don't cooperate sometimes. But we are here. It is early. We're tired. But we're going to make it happen. I will say I do have to do this real quick because it is, pardon me, essential for our morning stream. We have a guest. Miss Chandler is here. Look at her in all her glory. Anyway, I'm just a proud cat dad. You know me. Yeah, it's one thing about the morning streams that I really enjoy. One of the many that Chandler decides that because it's so early, she tends to sleep in the chair next to me while I stream. And now, because my new setup is the way it is, which, by the way, Becca, the beginning of my VOD from yesterday, I went over it in more detail, but my new setup, I'm so happy. It's one of those, it's finally at the point where I could just sit down and go. It's something that I've not struggled with, but something that's always kind of been a hurdle that I have to jump over every time I want to stream, is that the setup that goes into getting things working. It's a process as opposed to it just being a sit down and go. Like I am now to the point where I can get up out of bed at like 9:15, 9:30, and majority of what I'm getting ready to do before streaming is getting dressed. Like the setup just works now. I'm so happy. Now there are a couple little hiccups and growing pains that I have noticed, but those are things that I can work through. Nothing that's stopping me, which was the problem I had previously. So today we are going to be diving in back to, however you phrase it, Discord bot. We're coding my Discord bot, which as of this moment, I don't know if it's going to be a public thing just because it's so personalized to what I need it to do. So my hope is that I can unlock some stuff so that way people in my server can use it. But in regards to actual use case for anything else, making it public, hosting it on a website or something like that, I don't think that's where it's headed. Now, if somebody wants to take my code and use it on their own, nothing's stopping them. Which, by the way, if you're looking for my code, it's right there on my GitHub. It is, I think I called it QBot. Because right now it's just triggering the software QLab. Eventually it might trigger some other things. I know that I have the ability to use OSC to trigger a lot of other things in my system. And I can also potentially use some MIDI commands to allow the Discord bot to trigger like actual shifts and changes in my streaming setup, which if that happens and I do it correctly, there might be the ability for people to use Discord, my Discord, to actually manipulate things on stream, which I think is kind of exciting. So we'll see where that goes. But for right now, I just want to get the basic setup done for everything. Music's a little loud still. So yeah, we're gonna dive into that. But one last reminder, just because I know there's at least one person here who might be involved, but I think they're working, so probably not. But Minecraft Monday is getting moved to Tuesday next week. So it's Minecraft Monday on Tuesday. Because I am headed down to Ohio for the day tomorrow. So I will be unavailable to stream that evening. But I'm moving it to Tuesday so that way we can still get some people in Chanland and we can have a good time. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked in on Chanland, if you're connected, definitely do so. I have made a nice redstone entrance to the wall that we have to the north. It is very, very awesome, and I'm super proud of it. And we also have a rail that heads to the main wall, so that way if you're transferring stuff from the wall back home, you don't have to necessarily carry it. You can throw it in a chest, and then you can send the chest back to Chanland proper and not have to carry all of those items on your way back. So pretty excited about it. Definitely check out Chanland if you have the ability on Tuesday, or if you're looking to get connected, remember the Discord is the only way to do so, so that way we can get you into the world. But enough about Minecraft. Let's jump in to what we're doing today. So yeah, last we were doing things, we were able to make the bot do a handful of things for us. Let's get it back up and running so that way we can it should go live if it hasn't already. It did, QBot. And then I can do player one move. It populates up, down, left, and right. And it tells the system, oops, I have the wrong project open. It in turn tells the system, which is this app, right half. Oh. That's why. There we go. Okay, so I have these sound effects, which are very quiet coming from the computer right now because I'm currently playing music and stuff like that, so I wanted it to balance out. But you can still hear that, right? It's just quiet. Let me turn that up. There we go. So, I have it set up now. So, player 1 move. Player 1 move activates the top row based on all these buttons.
Bruh.
Batmone is here, everyone. That's just for you, David. But yes, thank you for the note. But we are now able to trigger all that stuff, and I made a second one that allows to do the second row. Oops, not PP player.
Very cool. Cool.
And I can re-trigger it, which was important last time. So yeah, which there's only 4 cues in this virtual tabletop software that I ever want to get triggered by all this stuff. It's just going to be cues that are tucked in the corner, so that way these players can move their own characters during combat. The issues that I'm running into at this point are, well, in theory,
Bruh.
okay, they still do
Very cool. Cool.
what I need them to. The handful of things that I need this code to do right now is allow so that way whoever makes the message can trigger the comment. So right now I made both of these, but I have, of course I do, a separate Discord account for testing that I'm going to log into on my phone, which a while ago I had the ability to bring my phone screen up onto, actually, do I have that app still? Oh, my phone's not connected to this machine, so no. Look at my face. There we go. Prove that I'm not a robot. Okay. So right now, I'm going to type this out so you're going to see in the general message that I'm typing right now. Right? There it goes. Player 2 move. So in theory now, I can react on my phone and it will trigger these over here.
Very cool. Cool.
Okay, it's working. Now, also in theory, I should be able to click here since I didn't, like, my main account didn't create the bot command in the channel. If I react, it won't do anything. It works. So that means that, again, in theory, someone, as long as the person who is operating that player creates the command, then they can react from whatever device they're on and move their character from Discord. So the biggest things that I need to then accomplish, because again, someone can come in here like myself, since I didn't create this, and I can react, I can add reactions, all this stuff, but it's not going to do anything. It's just going to add reactions. But these ones are always going to be at the forefront, so that way whoever's using it on their device, whether it be a computer or phone or something like that, they can reach up there and actually move the character around. So what I'm going to do, just to get things like ready, is I'm going to go into the code and I'm going to add 2 more players. So player 3 and player 4. And then that way I can jump into an actual Q tabletop file and we can make the character tokens actually move. So let's get player 2. And another thing, I'm doing this the gross way, as I like to describe it, where I'm doing big sections for every player, even though I know I can combine them all in the future, so that way it's one command that just checks for what number player I'm looking for. But for right now, I just want to get it working. I want to do it the gross way, so that way it can function. And then whether it's on stream or not, I'm going to clean it up so that way it's mo better. Okay, so now I should be able to do player 1 move, and it should create it. And then player 2 move, player 3 move, and player 4 move. Okay, see, and that's another thing. Capital letters, it reduces it just in case somebody uses it on accident, which I'm very happy that I did. So now this should be able to trigger all 4 rows of these cues that you see in front of me. So these ones we know work, but I'm going to do them anyway.
Very cool. Cool, 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 cool.
I love when things just work. And then finally, which always appropriate way to end things. Cool, so we know it works. I'm going to close out of this and bring up an actual Q tabletop file, Horde of the Dragon Queen, which I have built. I need to get a coaster. I'm going to leave frickin' rings on my table with this nice ice cold water bottle. So, okay. So I've already started this, which I did debate for a while if I wanted to add up, left, up, right, stuff like that, which I don't think I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of calling it this, I'm gonna call it P1 up, P1 left, P1. I'm going to change it to underscores. I like how those look better. And I'm also going to capitalize everything. Dustin. Come on, bro. Because I'm a fan that when you're typing out a name of something, minus the number, that you can just hit caps lock and type everything and not have to worry about capitalization. So now I should be able to go in here. Let's close the app as it's running. Go back up to player 1. Player 1 move. And instead of this, I'm going to do P1 underscore. I'm going to copy that because I'm going to use it everywhere. and do up, down, left, and right. Save that file, run it. Player 1 move. So now I should be able to bring up this window and throw up just a simple blank piece of paper, a grid, and then add the Vedra token. So now she's visible on the map, and I should be able to now reach over here and click to make her go up, make her go down, make her go left, make her go right. Holy crap. This is what I was going for this whole time. This is like, these are the droids I'm looking for. It's a robot. It's kind of the same. So now they can legitimately sit here and move their character wherever they want across the map from Discord remotely. Like, I am so happy. And this also means that I can build into this, because right now I have these kind of commands that are built that I'm gonna actually delete these extra ones because don't need them. That I'm going to do probably a 4x4, so up, down, left. Yeah, let's change this to a 4x4. That way I can do P1, P2, P3, and P4. But I need to make a script now that auto-populates these characters. So that way it picks from the list. So that way everybody knows who's player 1, who's player 2, and all that stuff. Automated in the background, which, honestly, this is a good reason for me to do this real quick. If you aren't already, definitely. Oh. Cancel. I'm going to do it here instead. See, here's another thing that I absolutely love about my, new setup is that I can go on Google Chrome like that, and I don't have to worry about my computer slowing down because it's getting processed over there on my laptop. So let's do an issue. Add Apple script to automate player move commands. It'd help if I could spell Apple script correctly. New issue. Oh, I was in the search. Oops. Add Apple script code to automate player move command use. Hey, look at that. My GitHub bot's still working. It's been a minute. So yeah, now that I have these, I can go in and duplicate them. I am also going to remove that, so that way that doesn't happen on accident. And then I'm going to go in here and do P2 up. P2 down. Burp. Pardon me. P2 left. P2 right. P3 up. P3 down. P3 left. And P3 right. I still have a player 4. P4 up. Can you guess what this next one's gonna be? Oh, you know it. It's P1 down. P4. And then this one, what's this one? Oh, P4. Wow. Left. Oh, I just muted the audio. I don't want that. And then P4 right. Cool. Awesome. So now all of these are populated. I can go back into the Cody code and change all these as well. P2 up. Oops. Close the code, Dustin. Don't let it run in the background. That can cause issues. I could do like a find and replace, but there's a certain part of me that enjoys repetitive typing, which is probably why I like coding so much. E4 down. Another thing that I would love for this to be able to do eventually is, like I mentioned, using it in my server. But be able to isolate who can use it in my server. Because I don't want just anybody to be able to trigger these commands. And the only way to really pull that stuff off is to, oops, I didn't save. Dustin, why didn't you save? Save. There we go. Oh, that doesn't matter. Output. Oh, terminal, Dustin. There we go. Run. Perfect. Now you're running. We got all the players. Let's go back to here and throw them actually on the map. So now all the players are on the map. In various locations, it looks like. Let's bring him all the way up. Okay. So that way they're all visible. Cool, so I'm gonna do player 1 move. I'm gonna do player 2 move here too. And then on my phone, I'll do player 3 move. and player 4 move. Okay, so here we go. I know it should just work, but we're going to test it anyway. Player 1, up, down, left, right. Player 2, up, ooh, down, left, right. What did we do? Up, down. Okay, this is why we test things. Okay. E2 move. All of that is correct. Let's double check over here. Oh! Because I didn't retarget all of them. Dang it. Gotta remember the frickin' character names. That was my bad. And of course, it wasn't even the, what you call it? Wasn't even the code's fault. It was my fault. Okay, so let's run this bot again. Back here. Player 1 move. Player 2 move. Player 3 move. And I might simplify these at some point. Player 4 move. Because I would love to be like, oh, choose your player number, and then it just populates. Like, it populates 1, 2, 3, 4. You select 4, and then it creates your moves. Eventually. But right now, I'm just trying to get it to work in general. Okay, so this should move her like it always has. Up, down, left, right. This should move the cyan. Up, down, left, right. And then this should do nothing, which it does. And I should be able to move the dark green. Up, down, left, right. And then I should be able to move the white and yellow. Up, down, left, right. I did it. And it's only been a half hour. So what are we going to do next? Maybe I can work on the certain role assignment thing. That only people with certain roles can actually do these things. That could be fun. Oh, also, let me try something real quick because I haven't actually tested it yet. And then my camera might disappear, but you still should be able to hear everything, like my voice and stuff. But let's switch over real quick. Okay, it did disappear. Great. That's my bad. Hold on. I need to... Okay. Once that disappears, I can do this, which you can't see, but I promise you I'm doing things in the background. So now... There we go. Okay, now the map shows up. This is one of my D&D setups, so I'm just double checking that this actually works everywhere. Hey, look, there's the party. You can't see any of the stuff in the background. So I'm going to use all those commands that I did previously. So I'm doing player 1. Oh, something happened. Did I put a time limit on this? Let's go back to this friend. So I was triggering it, as you can see, and it's not doing what it was doing previously. I'm guessing I put a time limit on it. Time to do a little bit of Googling. JavaScript collector time idle. Oh, I need that specific, what is it? Discord.js. Collector. Can end in different ways. Time running out, a certain number of messages, a certain number of attempts. Can I get rid of the time? So it's always open? Or I can do this. Control C. Let's add a bunch more zeros. I think that's seconds. We'll see. Okay. Channy, why'd you get down? Okay, bye. Okay, let's go back to this screen real quick. So I'm going to be clicking through these again. It's not working again. Oh, because there was an error. 32 bits. Oh. I think I need to get rid of the idle. C. This is the one thing about coding that I don't enjoy, is the fact that you have to do all of this stuff over and over and over again. Okay. I'm gonna change it up. There, one move. It'd help if I could spell. There we go. Player 2 move. And then player 3 move. Player 4 move. Okay, let's jump back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Now, player 1. Boom. What we like to see. Player 2. Player 3. And player 4. Perfect. Okay, so now I know it works over there. I don't have enough accounts to be able to do all of it. Let me double check. Does it need a time? After a message passes, it will trigger a collect event. In this case, it will only log the collected message. Once the collector finishes one way or another, it will run an end event. Collector can end in different ways. Time running out, a certain number of messages passing the filter.
I've done a lot in my life. It's been ups and downs. You know, like I've done big shows, I've done small shows. I've traveled so much. And I've realized there's more to life. So I don't have no time. I don't even have a minute to waste. I feel like every second of my life now, I've got to find a way to keep motivating people.
Just doing some Googling. That's not what I need. Collector. I'm gonna get rid of Discord. Java. Why don't you want to sit in your chair? Hi, Bean. She's under my feet. Oh, what was that error I got? Does not fit 32-bit signed integer. Okay. So that is the maximum number I can use. So I'm going to use it. I think. Let's see if it works. Okay. Perfect. So now I want to double check something. Time signed integer length JavaScript. Nope, none of this is what I want. Well, I could always do this because this is the type of person I am. I could do time 10. Close, save, run. Player one move. Okay, Chandler's back. Nope. Down. Let's go back here. Looks like I already lost it, and I'm wondering if it was 10 milliseconds or 10 seconds. It's milliseconds. Okay. That answers some questions. So milliseconds to seconds. Okay, so now it lasts for 24 days. I think that's enough. Because in theory, that means that once every 2 weeks, to be safe, they could create a new version of the code. But no matter what, as long as the app is... Oh, the app will always have to be running. So it's every time we play, which is fine. That being said, I'm curious. Hours to milliseconds. Chandler. Why doesn't it show me the whole thing? Jenny. Yeah, I'll just keep it high. I don't want it to time out. I don't want to get it precise. It's not worth it. You're just gonna sit there instead? You weirdo. I need to show you all what I have to deal with. Not only is she not sitting in her comfy bed that I made her on the chair, she's sitting right next to it and just staring at me, and now staring at her bed. Chandler, hey, what's wrong? You weirdo. I love her. Yeah, cat's got a cat, man. It's just a thing they do. Okay. Well, I've been sitting for a while. Let's see if this is still working. Ooh, it timed out. Why did it time out? Oh, because I haven't run it again. Dustin. Player one. Oh, I know. Okay, I need to... Because I completely agree with you. Yeah, don't those look legit in this lighting? The other ones are kind of, you know, just nail polish, but those look legit. Man, I love that I have this phone camera. It's so convenient. Okay. Hi, Bean. And we're back to this. Up. Okay. Now I'm gonna walk away from it and see if it keeps running in the background. Because that's my biggest thing, is I don't want them to, like, close out of Discord, reopen it, and then they can't touch it. Which reminds me, why don't I just do that real quick? Okay, back to here. Okay. So far, so good. Still works. That's another thing about coding, is the waiting. Okay. I can create a player 2 as soon as I get on. That's another thing, is I love there's a little delay so they can't, like, mass push the button a bunch of times. Do you not feel like you can get out? Is that the problem? I hope that helped her. Okay. Okay. I think that'll work. That time limit is fine. So it means that, in theory, as long as the app's still running, it'll work. If the app has to close and reopen, they'll have to create a new one, but I can live with that. Let's do some shorthanding, shall we? So instead of P1, P1 move, P2 move, P3, so they don't have to spell out player. Save that. So another thing that I'd love to be able to do eventually is conditions as well, so that way they can put it on their character. I guess that part would just still be me. You didn't see any of that. Dang it. I just shorthanded all their commands to P4, P3, P2, P1. So yeah, in my software, I have move groups, so that way I can move multiple characters at once. I think that's just a me thing that I should be able to control. It shouldn't be them. Same with conditions. I should be the one that turns that on and off. Should I do diagonal? Would that be too much? I feel like that might, because I like this even 4. It looks clean. Yeah, I think I'll just keep it 4. Okay. Now let's make it so that way only a certain role can actually do it. Beanie, what's wrong? Permissions, there it is. You want to keep your bot's permission checks simple. You might find a sufficient check in the member. You have a role ID. Got it. Member roles cache sum. Terminology. Oh. I find it sufficient to check if the member executing the command is a specific role. Okay. So I have to add this into my code, but where? What's the and command in Java? Why do I always forget that? So it would be else if command equals okay, so it should be else if command equals P1 down, if role equals active player. Where's that command? Basically, if it's that, then I want this stuff. Okay. So if member roles, then do this. Else, if, there should be else. Then command, where is it? Collectors. Oh no, I like this better. Non-active player message detected. Makes it sound official. Save. So run. Oops. Oops. Unexpected identifier. Oh no. Do I have to define members somewhere? Message members. How do I check if a guild member has a specific role? Member. How do I add a role to a guild member? How do I check if a guild member has a specific role? Okay. No, that was wrong. Get rid of that. Chandler! Get down! Go lay on your chair. I got it all nice for you. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of something. I don't know if y'all saw her trying to climb up the shelf or not. I think I need to put this message.mentions.members first. I think I gotta put this up here. Message object. Oh, so that fixes that. Unexpected token. I broke it all. Oh, it's a indent error. Okay, that was easy enough. Got more problems. After else. Expected curly. Me too. Okay, so now, in theory, it will only let the command run if they are a part of a specific role called active players. So, if I run this now, it won't do a damn thing. Member.roles that catch that some active player. Burp. Pardon me. I should probably create that role. What'd I call it? Active player. Active player. Ink. Right, wrong. Skip this step. Me. So I'm an active player. So now it should work. Still doesn't. Great. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, it's no longer player one move. Dustin. Cannot read roles of identified. Oh, Dustin. I'm learning. This is why I do these things. Need to add this up here too. Guild. There's a place order for the guild objects such as message, .guild, or client. What are you talking about? It's right there. Roll is assigned value but never used. Roll is already declared. Upper scope. Yes, it is. It's used down here. Yeah, let's try this one more time. Save. Output. Run. Let's get rid of that roll real quick. Okay, what error am I getting? Rolls. Is that S on accident? Is that the problem? Let's try this again. Nope, that wasn't it either. If message.author not comma Dustin dot author roles cache. Okay. Try this again. Okay, I think this will work. Nope, still didn't work. Okay. Cannot read property roles of unidentified. It's real, I promise. If member.roles.cache sum So message members. So now it's, instead of it being a mention, so at P1 move. Okay, still yells at me. Let's try this. Message.author is not a function. I understand that. Let's get rid of member and just do message author. So I know that's a thing. Save. Rerun it. P1 move. Okay, still yelling at me. Because there isn't a cache anymore. Save, rerun it. P1 move. Eventually I'll figure this out just by sheer dumb luck. Message.author .role let's try that. Role is not a function. Okay. Okay. Only allow certain roles to command bot. Discord bot. No, I want... I'm coding it, I'm not using it. There we go. If message.member.roles has... Oh! Oh man, that's stupid simple. If message.member.roles has active player. Oh, if that's... It's probably gonna be it. I'm gonna live with it because if it works, I'm not mad. P1 move. Doesn't. Okay. Has is not a function. Interesting. Okay. So I gotta have a let in there. Let active player. Active player. Active p dot ID. It's not a string. Oh, that's right. Dang it. Single quotes, bro. I don't see any errors. I mean, it's a good sign, but I've had no errors up until this point. Oh, look, Chandler's back in her chair.
You said you didn't have time to give me attention, to truly be mine. I said, I don't know what you're saying. Now I'm sitting here and praying. You don't say those words that make it true. 'Cause I don't know what I'll do without you. But now you're talking way too fast. I can't hear cleaner than a wind. Need to leave, oh my dear, my head is spinning like a carousel. Do you only care about yourself? I wanted to write a song for you. I love you, but now I'm laying here in my tears, wishing you would like me, wishing you were here.
Message.guild.roles. Fine. Okay, let's try this again. Roles.fetch might be it. .has is not a function. Yes! Okay, now let's give myself that role. Okay, I'm closer. I'm gonna try this instead and see if that's the problem. I'm closer though. Active player. What does this return? Property of null. Active p dot ID. Of message dot member let's try that. If message dot author dot member dot roles dot cache dot has isn't this fun? We have fun here. Okay. If message.member.roles, okay, that was correct. I didn't need to do that. P1 move. Non-active player message detected. So it does the else. It's just it's not finding the if correctly. If message.member.roles.cache.has method collection string role dot has so should I not be using has? Is that the problem? Okay, time to go to a new. If cache dot has active p dot id
But if I couldn't give up what I saw in you, the pearl loaf green, let it
I did it. Hell yeah.
push the wind
Let's see if it actually still works.
the vines are coming cross, dig round my
Boom.
eyes and last dance,
Okay.
body still
Now let's remove that roll. See if it gives me the error it's supposed to.
painting out the sky with you.
It works. So I need to add this to the beginning of each of these. And add a squiggly at the end. It's gonna yell at me. Okay. So now it's only gonna work if that roll is added, which means not anyone can do this. So let's save that. Control C. P1 move. P2 move. 2. Ooh, that's what we like to see. And it moves player 2. Awesome. But as soon as I remove the roll, can I still do it? I can. Okay, so it's the person who creates it needs the roll when they create it. That's it. That's good to know. Okay. think that's good for now. That's a solid place for us to be. Okay. So I'm going to close down the bot. Close down Discord. Save that. Now I need to go back to this and add yet another issue. Add command player move command Q list. Take from of the wagon. Burp. Okay, go back to Dustin D. Miller. Perfect. Okay. Let's get this uploaded. Huzzah indeed. Help if I could spell either of those words. I got the E in both of them. Why do I keep forgetting the letter E? What else did I do? Oh, updated OSC commands for Q table top. Oh, I didn't set up. I'm gonna do that real quick. You didn't see any of that. Again, man. Dustin, you gotta remember to switch your scenes. Another problem with coding. I forget to do that stuff. Speaking of which, I actually have to switch to here so that way I can do some stuff behind the scenes, because this stuff I can't actually do while live, because there's a bunch of codes and stuff that are specific to this bot that I can't have anybody see. Otherwise I might get hacked. Projects QBot. Let me double check some things. let's double check that this works. Add ability to reset and add and reset tokens. Man. Sent it to the wrong frickin' channel. Oh. GitHub. Well, I know it works now. Hey, you get to look at the inner workings of how my Google Drive is set up. Some of which is nice. The rest of it is ugly. Back to here. Okay, let's try this one more time. Issues. Yeah, I'm a little column A, little column B right now with my streaming folder. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that I just threw in to get things kind of swapped over to this new setup, and I gotta go in and clean it. But for right now, I feel pretty good about it. It's just a little cluttered. Kind of like a desk, is the way I would describe it. Clean code to reduce lines. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. We are done for the day. Thank you to everyone who stopped by. I really appreciate it. We got the thing running pretty smoothly, and I'm happy right now that it runs in such a way that I can just tell my players, happy you were here, goats. Really, really happy. Interaction on these morning streams keeps me going. Because morning streams, I know it requires people to wake up early like I had to. So it's always nice when people join. Becca, David, goats, all of you, anybody who's out there who was lurking, I really appreciate it. Let's see if there's anybody else that's streaming this early. I doubt it. If we got anybody, I'd love to send y'all their way. Not anybody that I currently follow or follows me. So I think we will call that. I will be back on Tuesday for a Minecraft Monday on Tuesday. And then Wednesday for another Witcher Wednesday. And we will have an announcement later today about Saturday's stream. I'm really excited for y'all to see what it is. Again, this is the only hint I'm giving you right now. Which, you know, kind of explains what we're doing, but not exactly. So I'm excited for y'all to see it. Oh, that was the wrong button. It technically still counts, so moving on. Cool. So I will be back on Tuesday. Enjoy the Monday that I normally would be doing Minecraft. I will be enjoying it with friends, but I appreciate each and every one of you design, and conquer, my friends, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your weekend. Bye.
Thank you.